Hey guys, what's going on? I found another really interesting story this week. I saw this story a couple days ago, which was really interesting. Twitter was kind of going ablaze that Jeff Bezos is predicted to become the first trillionaire. And obviously, a lot of people are really got upset, and I kind of understand why. Why are we talking about people becoming trillionaires and making a bunch of money off this pandemic when there's over 30 million people out of work? And people are really struggling, even putting food on the table or paying their mortgage or paying their bills. But I found it was a really interesting story. The site Constornium or Comparison is what it's called. I was looking through it, and they are kind of like a software site, and they predicted that Jeff Bezos by the year 2026, which is 5 years from now, would become the first trillionaire, based off saying that for the last 5 years, his overall wealth has grown at about 34% every year. So every time his wealth, take 34% of it and add on to it every year, which by the year 2026 would make him the first trillionaire. It was kind of interesting how they did the math and kind of predicted it, but they were saying even though like right now he's close to being worth about $150 billion. Before he was close to about 185, 190, but remember last year he got divorced from his wife Mackenzie and had to give up pretty much over $40 billion worth of stock, Amazon stock, to her because she helped him start the company back in like 1990, so a very long time ago. And the thing that's really interesting is his money is really tied to how well Amazon doing, and obviously Amazon is supercharged. They're making billions and billions of dollars right now. The company keeps continuing to grow. They hired like over 75,000 workers the last couple of months because the demand is so high, and people are going crazy. And for me, I really didn't understand it because if you really look at Jeff Bezos, he started this as a bookstore in the state of Seattle, Washington, and it started as a little thing and it's grown super big. And obviously, through people, the stock going up, he's been able to purchase planes and expand their import export business. And really, they kind of do everything now. And people are always hating. And for me, like, I don't ever hate on anyone that's made a lot of money. We live in a capitalist society. It's competition. It's how the United States has been such a great country for so many years, is because we've been at the state of competition. People are competing to be the best they can be. It's a free market. And you can't blame the guy, even though a lot of people are struggling. His company has taken advantage of it, and you can't hate on the guy. He's done really well for himself. But it's really interesting just trying to figure out the math. They say by 2026 he's become the first trillionaire because the way Amazon's growing, the stock like has been fluctuating obviously because of COVID-19, but it's about $2,000 a share. They say for him to become a trillionaire, because a lot of his money is tied up into the Amazon stock. That's how they project him being a trillionaire per se. They say the stock would have to be over like $12,000 a share for him to be a trillionaire. But you got to remember, Jeff Bezos is invested in so many different things, and he has so many different revenue streams. But I find it kind of very interesting. A lot of people are attacking the math, saying that's kind of interesting, like how they came up with that number. But honestly, I could see it the way he's expanding, continually being global. The one thing I do have a problem with Jeff Bezos, and I'm not gonna lie, is how he treats his workers. Like they haven't really put the safety measures in place to really protect the workers. Some of their workers in their warehouses have actually died, and a lot of weight workers have been protesting because he hasn't been treating them right and treating them properly and making sure that the proper health procedures are in place. And they don't have health. A lot of them don't have health care from Amazon, so they've been complaining about that. But overall, it's just a really interesting story. The world's first trillionaire. Some people also say that Mark Zuckerberg might become the first trillionaire. But the way Amazon is growing, I could really see Jeff Bezos doing this. I really didn't understand why so many people were getting angry. Like obviously, COVID-19 has affected a lot of families and a lot of people. But overall, the way I have to say it is, you cannot hate on people on their success and working hard. He really worked hard to take it from a really small bookstore in Seattle, Washington, to like what it is today, which is a global e-commerce site. And just kind of interesting. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts about that. It was kind of interesting. I was reading it on CNBC, which is really interesting. And they also talked about this guy Mark Mahoney, who was head of RBC Capital Markets, and he was saying maybe this math is a little faulty. But overall, like I could really see it. I think it's a realistic thing, and I think it's interesting just going on like how anything throughout history, like you see like the Rockefellers are people that were really successful, even in Great Depressions or really hard times. There's always people that are really making a lot of money and really doing well, even though a lot of other people are struggling. You've seen in the Great Depression when my grandmother was around, people that were in the steel industry, people that were in the train industry and the oil business, like the Rockefellers, like different people like that, were always making money no matter what and continually accumulate wealth. And as you can see, Jeff Bezos has made billions of dollars in the last couple months just through everyone being ordering online through his e-commerce site, and Amazon continue to expand. So keep up with the videos. Sorry I haven't been around for the last couple weeks. The world's kind of been crazy with everything that's been going on. Been traveling a lot, so hopefully to update more. Please follow on my Instagram. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for following and listening. Hopefully I can bring some new insight to you, kind of spark some thought in your mind and your brain, and kind of get the wheels turning so you can learn and gain new knowledge every single day. So hopefully I'll see you soon, and have a great rest of your day.